Kengen, Powering Kenya to the Future, was my piece. The Kenya Electricity Generating Company was established in 1954, listed at the Nairobi Securities Exchange in 2006. In 2006, the Securities Exchange was located in Nation Center, and I recall the euphoria and the excitement around that listing. It was a momentous moment in the history of the Kenyan capital markets, and I urge the Kenyatta administration, version 2, to revisit that period when our capital markets felt like they were leapfrogging into a bright new future, when Kenya Inc. was creating an ownership society right in front of our eyes. Today, Kengen is the largest power producer in Kenya and East Africa, with an installed power capacity of 1,630 megawatts. Kengen is the largest geothermal producer in Kenya, placing Kenya 7th globally in geothermal installed capacity. The geothermal resources in Kenya, which largely follows the contours of the Rift Valley, whilst not infinite, could of itself power Kenya Inc. into the future. Kengen share price has soared 58.11% this year, outperforming the benchmark index by a factor of 2. Conditions precedent for the steep price rise increase are worthy of study. I recall a MindSpeak session I hosted with Kengen last year. They produced a panel, and as I listened to this panel, I realized Kengen had bench strength. The quietly spoken and cerebral Managing Director Albert Mugo, whom all shareholders I'm sure would like to see extended in his term, had empowered his senior management. Electricity generation is a very capital-intensive business, and as I scanned the audience, I saw big-ticket lenders like JICA, the European Investment Bank, and many others. Kengen has been transacting with these folks for a number of years. The longevity of the capital markets transaction experience is a very valuable resource. In my opinion, these were conditions precedent for the parabolic share price rise we have witnessed. Last year, Kengen undertook a rights issue in order to right-size, increase Tier 1 capital, optimize its balance sheet. The rights issue offered 4.396 billion new shares, seeking to raise 28.798 billion Kenya shillings. The total subscription rate was 92.01%, leaving 351.21 million shares, which were not allotted. A key driver of share price performance is the supply versus demand dynamic. Clearly, those 351.21 million shares weighed heavy on the share price, and we saw the price dip below the rights issue price of 6.55. In February this year, Kengen announced that those 351.21 million shares had been placed with PIC SA, Public Investment Corporation, a South African-based institutional investor. This was the final condition precedent for the share price to get entering. PIC SA single-handedly inverted the supply versus demand dynamic. They extinguished the surplus supply of shares and then started a mopping up operation. PIC SA exhibited a style of investing which is actually very similar to the style deployed by the sage of Omaha, Warren Buffett. Today, Kengen trades on a price-earnings ratio of 8.565. Investments are capital-intensive in geothermal energy, but they have a seriously long earnings tail and a hockey stick profile. Kengen has the know-how and the expertise to tap this. One of the key ingredients of baking a national cake that creates jobs for our people is cheap and consistent energy. You cannot build an economy with generators or diesel power. Kengen sits on the cutting edge. Its share price still has a lot further to catch up with the prospect. Share price is up 58.119% this year. It closed at 9.25 on Friday. Price earnings ratio of 8.565.